The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this. He goes tap. Blue 60. Mike 91. Watch the screen. 32. He's coming.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You better be afraid of me.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing left side, it's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To Thompson on the draw. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Let's 57, 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And some strong running. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen is been pretty sensational.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go. 57's the mic. Mark 57. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Stafford hands to Kerryon Johnson. Remaining on the stop. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Set, 250. Get out the field, defense. Hey, check 24. Double right. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Complete to Kerryon Johnson.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Check 13. Check 13. Big gap. White. Check down.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was taken down by
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Real right, 22. Jump right, 54.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Stafford throws complete to Galladay, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Safety's creeping.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Undercrush.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for Washington Redskins.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, it's Thompson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Haskins on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's another Washington Redskins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
57 the mic. 57 the mic.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Mike Daniels, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Flowers, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Haskins, third and long. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 57's the mic. Rock 57. What we got?
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Stafford on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Lions first down.
Stafford going to come up first and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Amendola, he was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Stafford. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break. Stafford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
57, Mike, 57. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Stay strong. Drive on. Heavy.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Tackle made there by Caleb Brantley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down, Lions.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense here.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. White. You got 4. You get behind. Check 91. 91 is for Mike. Mike 91. Smooth. Back home, y'all. Let's make these babies.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 1st down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Back now at FedEx Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. On second down and 4. Stafford, and it's caught here. Amendola. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
To Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? The offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Haskins back to the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, it's Haskins. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Pull it together. Trump. 57's the mic. Rock 57. I'm coming for you. You must.
They're going on fourth down. Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Dolphins, they have extended their lead in that one. A victory there would mean their 6th on the year. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now it's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Thompson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Thompson. And an alley to run. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
What a low.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. But we